morning, everybody. How are we doing today, Morphicon? Awesome. Your boos fill me with light. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so excited to see you guys. God, this room is so much crazier with all of you sitting in it. That's bonkers. My name is Dan Casey. I am the senior editor of Nerdist.com. I host a weekly show called The Dan Cave. Thank you. But more importantly, I'm like you. I love Power Rangers. Would you say it's an accurate description of yourself? You enjoy Power Rangers? You love Power Rangers? See, I'm repping my absolute favorites right now, Mighty Morphin. I remember back in 1993, I had to have those action figures, and I never looked back. And now, 23 years later, Power Rangers is still on the air, and that is one of the coolest things that I can think of. And now, I'm very excited to hang out here today with you all, and I'm also very excited because we're going to be bringing out the cast of Power Rangers Dino Charge. But, yes, knew you should. Before that, though, we have a few epic surprises coming your way. So let's kick things off with a never-before-seen look at the season.
Red Media, you are the Red Ranger.
You guys are awful.
Are you serious?
Extended version of that blooper reel, head to Power Rangers YouTube channel after this. That's youtube.com/Power Rangers. Now, guys, enough of just me sitting up here by myself. It's kind of lonely up here. So let's get the scoop on some of those moments. If you're ready, let's power up. Please join me in welcoming the cast of Power Rangers Dino Charge. Give it up for Yoshi. You all know it's coming up the Blue Ranger. Make some noise for Camille Hyde, Shelby, our Big Ranger. Next up, we have Brennan Mejia Tyler, the Red Ranger. And guys, where's my round of applause for Michael Tabor, a.k.a. Riley, the Green Ranger? Now let's keep it going for James Davies, a.k.a. Chase, the Black Ranger. Next up, please give it up for Claire Blackwelder, Kendall, our Purple Ranger. But certainly not least, give it up for Tommy Santos, the Gold Ranger, Ivan!
Hi everyone, my name's Coda. I was born on Mammoth Hunt. What's up everybody? Woo!
Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm super excited. Let's get into it. To start with, let's talk about that video we just saw So what was it like when you had to come in and go on camera and open up that mystery box and you found a special message inside? What was going through your mind at that exact moment?
Well, I think everyone could tell what I was thinking. I lost my mind.
Pretty sure a lot of it was fear because we were given those scripts like right then and there. They're like, just read it. Like, oh, we haven't had time to prepare.
Yeah,
do I do it like Coda way or do I do it like a normal person?
And so if any of you guys like know about like the casting process, it's very long, it's very extensive. That was probably like the 9th or 10th time that we had gone, and no exaggeration. So we had already done our screen test at that point. And a month goes by, I'm literally texting my mom every day. I'm like, I haven't heard anything, Mom. I don't think I got it. And then a month later, my manager calls me. He's like, they want to see you one more time. I'm like, really? I thought I had proved myself by now. And so I go in, they give us these scripts, and like the nerves were like 10 out of 10, like it was unreal. And so it was like this huge sigh of relief because I worked so hard. I read with all these amazing actors, with the exception of James because he was in New Zealand. He's not amazing. Yeah, he's so amazing. So it was just like, it was just an amazing like relief, and it was like just this melting pot of every positive emotion you could possibly feel. It was amazing.
Well, we saw a whole bunch of emotions during that blooper reel. Did that bring back any memories? Do you have a favorite memory from being on set while filming Dino Charge?
Oh, yes.
Oh yes. There was none of Camille tripping. That was like every day.
And multiple times a day, yeah. Multiple times, yeah.
No, that was the best part. It's like, you could count, if you were feeling down, you could count a Camille tripping and make it better.
I think filming in New Zealand was pretty nice. Anybody want to talk about with Davi, the first yoga thing?
Oh my gosh. Oh, that one.
Yeah, tell us about this.
Oh,
Just kidding.
Okay, I missed one.
There's a really funny blooper coming up in like the second half of the next season, so stay tuned.
there are two that I included in that. Pretty fun.
So, spoiler, there
Well,
will
I
be
think
desserts.
actually one of my favorite moments now that it's passed was the one episode where we were on the sand dunes.
Yeah.
We were coming down the sand dunes, and it was the funnest. It was so much fun. It was great. The weather was amazing until it started storming.
I mean, we all took cover except for you.
Everyone took cover. It was great. And we were like, yes, we're wrapped at 6 p.m. We've been up for like 16 hours. And they're like, wait.
Camille. Just Camille.
Just Camille. We forgot we have one last shot. And it's you coming down the sand dune with a GoPro, blah, blah. And it's storming. And I was like,
But also, because it was storming, at least the sand wasn't like scattering everywhere, like it got into Davi's mouth.
Oh man, it was in my contact.
How did that taste, bro?
It tasted like New Zealand.
Yeah, no, seriously, I still like when I take a shower, I still find sand from that day. Like, in my head.
and the moral support was great because the guys looked at me and they were like, ha 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 ha.
I'm pretty sure I was asleep, so I didn't laugh at it. And I was asleep and cozy.
Yeah, you had to laugh for the team. So, you've spent a lot of time in the suit now, but what was it like that first time you put it on and you were like, I'm a Power Ranger? What was that like?
Hot and sweaty. It was very, the suit's very thick, it's very hot, and I was like so nervous. Like the first time I was up in the suit was here at Morphicon. We got like announced. And so I had all these nerves. I was worried because, like, you guys are great, but like there's a lot of people in here. So I was definitely very nervous. It was like the first, big public appearance I'd ever done. So and doing it in this really thick polyester suit. So the sweat was real, but like I can say I put my blood, sweat, and tears into this.
Yeah. I'd say the first step out of the suit was to film my morph, and there had been so much anticipation leading up to it, and I was just itching to put it on. It's just like, come on, guys. Like, I knew from the beginning, but nobody else did, so I was like, all right, let's do it. And then once I put it on, I was like, gosh, this is so tight. But it was incredible. I mean, I think I legitimately shed tears, which was, a common occurrence on set, I'd say. But yeah, just filming that and being like in the color and seeing it and being like, oh, it's actually happening. Oh my gosh.
And it's really rewarding as an actor too, because like when I was from the time I was like 3 or 4 years old, I was that kid that was going out in his backyard or his front yard, dressed up as whoever I looked up to, whether it was a Power Ranger. I was Power Ranger 2 years in a row for Halloween. I was a Jedi, I was Superman. So it was like really rewarding to kind of go back to that and find that excitement that really attracted me to acting to begin with. And like, as an actor, that's probably the most gratifying thing that you can ever experience.
Wearing spandex.
Wearing spandex.
As you guys know, like I'm not a stranger to spandex, but that day I got to put on the Blue Ranger suit 2 years ago, and the boots had my name on it, and the blue jacket, the suit had my name on it, and I was like, finally, this is it. I'm putting on my suit, and that was overwhelming. And I'm pretty sure as soon as I walked from the door to here and then out, I was like, I just blacked out. I don't remember what happened. That was great. I'm sure it was great. I don't remember what happened.
Oh, that's incredible. So what would you say is the best part of being a Power Ranger?
Saying it's Morphin time. I mean, it's when we get to see a lot of the kids. Like, we had a kid come to set one day. I think Chip arranged it, and it was. We had so much fun hanging out with him, and just he was telling us all the stories of what he liked and what he had seen. And I think sharing those stories with all of you guys, that to me is pretty amazing.
Yeah, and being a fan of Power Rangers as children, and then getting to don the costume itself, so like from fan to Ranger, it's an incredible feeling because you know all those hours you watched it weren't wasted because they were
I think the best part is the fact that the things that we focus on as Power Rangers on our show are completely and totally 100% positive. And there's a lot of content out there in general today, and a lot of it's negative, a lot of it preaches negative things that you don't really want to be focusing on, but we are all about teamwork and friendship and helping each other and finding any way to do that.
Thanks, Chip.
So, thank you, Chip.
Yeah. I have a super savvy response, but you know, it's time for reflection. 100% the best part about the last 2 years for me is the people. Because you know, I had no idea what to expect when I was really entering this journey. But I moved to New Zealand with these amazing young people that we're gonna stay in touch for the rest of our lives. Made lifelong friendships. I made lifelong friendships with crew members in New Zealand, and then. Chip Lynn, I gotta shout him out. He was the best boss / showrunner that anybody could ask me.
Just to continue on what Mike was saying, I mean, when Chip first had us all together at Saban, and he was telling us the storyline, he was like acting it out himself and just really putting emotion behind it. You knew he cared about this. This isn't just a job. This is a lifestyle. This is something that means so much for him and to all of you and all of us. So
It's a family.
Yeah, and it's contagious too, because anybody can force themselves to study something, but when you're really interested in it, that's when you really create the nuances that I think makes something memorable and transcendent. And I think that really is something that's true to our season. And I think I can't say enough good things about everybody that we worked with. It's unreal.
Now, really quickly, before we kick things over to audience Q&A, so start thinking about your burning questions now. How would you describe the upcoming season when it returns to Nickelodeon on August 20th, the second half of the season? How would you describe that in one word?
It gets crazy.
Feels.
Awesome.
I guess
Awesome.
awesome.
Yeah, awesome. More phenomenal. That's
Fantastic. So guys, let's start lining up for some audience Q&A. I'd love to take some of your questions. I believe we have some microphones lined up, so please cue orderly. No pushing, no shutting. I believe they're taking some questions now. And on my left, your right, stage left.
all right. I love it. It's like in person's presentation.
Exactly. All right. Do we have someone up there with a?
I see that helpful Manny shirt.
Can we get her a step ladder?
Apple box, have that.
I like that shirt, by the way. I have one in the rain. Yoshi Sudarso. Helpful Manny, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you there. What is your name and what is your question? Hello. Hi.
Can you hear? I don't know. My name's Amanda, and I just wanted to. Oh, hi, Yoshi. I'm actually part of your Yoshi army. My question is like, this is like one of the best seasons I've ever seen, like both Dino Charge and Super Charge.
You saw Chip right there.
Thank you, Chip. I want to know, like, what is like the best part of like filming a season like this?
It's kind of cool that we go back to dinosaurs because that's what we grew up with. I'm sure all of us grew up with dinosaurs, and it's kind of cool to be back in that realm. You know, to be, I guess, prehistoric. But it's also like really fun that we got to play so many different characters. Like Chip went out on a limb, and we had the knight, the caveman, the prince. So we just went all over the place, and he made it work. And it was a lot of fun to do.
And that's something that's tough too for a kids' TV show to have a character with really kind of a language barrier. Like it's tough to pull off, but I think that it was really a cool character, and like it definitely worked out.
Well, thanks, man.
Yeah. You did a good job, Yoshi.
Good job, guys. Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, you there. What is your name and what is your question?
My name is Noah, and my question pertains to Bill and Predators. What do you think Shelby sees in Tyler? Like, what traits does she see? One more time, so
What does Shelby see in Tyler?
Ooh.
Always put the team before himself, and Shelby was always looking for belonging. She wasn't the kid at school who was super popular or had like a ton of friends. She wasn't widely loved, she was deeply loved by this family. And Tyler was the person to bring that together. So for her, Tyler was the person to bring her into a place of belonging.
Sir, what is your name and what is your question?
My name is Dominic Taylor, and I got a question for hi. Before you got the role of Shelby, were you a fan of the Power Rangers franchise?
Yeah, I was a fan. I was a fan. When I was growing up, I'd, watch it. Obviously, I was a Pink Ranger for Halloween, but I never thought in a million years that I'd end up here. And it is the best blessing that I could possibly ever wish for.
Yeah, especially when we all grow up watching Power Rangers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I know you write to me all the time.
Thank you very much. All right, you there. What is your name and what is your question?
my name is John, and no question. I just want to say thank you guys for everything you do. I watch it all the time. I talk about it on my channel. You guys are awesome. You're great, and you rock.
What's your channel called? What's your channel called?
My channel?
Yeah.
Mr. Winnie Productions.
Check it out.
Well, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thank you for watching.
It's not possible without you guys. This fan base is amazing. It's always been super warm, super receptive, and it's really fun interacting and seeing what you guys, what your opinions are, what you guys think, and it really it doesn't go unnoticed. We really do pay attention to it, and it's nice to hear all the praise because it keeps us going in the dog days of the shoot, which it's a long shoot, so it's definitely nice to have such amazing fan base.
Alright.
Fantastic.
To you guys.
Thank you so much.
Hey, somebody asked James a question. we can hear his accent.
My accent. Hi, Mike. Hello. What is your name and what is your question?
My name's Bianca Marie Villalobos.
Hello.
Hi.
My question is, what is your favorite scene to shoot?
What is your favorite scene to shoot? Wow.
Action sequences.
Paint.
My favorite was the first time I got to say it's Morphin time. I think it was a really, really hard day in all, but yeah, that was like one of the hardest days. That was the feeling, the in the beach. It was pretty tough, just because of like how cold and windy it was.
It was a tough day.
But in the morning, I got my side, and the very last page it said, "Coda, it's Morphin time," and I was like, "Today's the day." I get to do it.
When I watched the playback, and it was the Peter episode, when he was running out of the cave, when I watched that playback, I gained a whole new respect for Yoshi.
That dude was freezing at the beach. He was like in little shorts, his shirt was all ripped, and like no shoes.
It was not a beach, so the tide was coming in, so he was like getting wet from the waves and stuff.
No, we were.
I was in my zone. I was like,
It was
having
intense.
The sun was setting, so we literally had like probably 10 minutes to film that. So the director was like, "Yoshi, are you ready?" He was like, "Yeah." He was like,
ruining my whole life.
It was hilarious. It was like Baywatch meets 8-Man.
It was really cool acting with Brennan and Yoshi because of how big they are as fans of this as well. And so their passion just was non-stop the whole time. So it was obviously fun to work with everybody, but it was just cool to see their dreams come true.
And they knew the show better than anyone else, too.
Yeah, exactly. So we had a lot of questions for them, obviously for Chip.
Oh yeah, we were in this room like,
Yeah, I go in like, does this make sense to you? Just like,
My personal favorite was, and I was telling Brian this, my two favorite like blocks, which is like 3 episodes that we filmed at a time. My two favorite blocks were my origin story when I was on the farm and how I bonded with my inner Jim saving my dog, and then the finale was really cool too. This is just so gratifying. We filmed it like a month before we left, but it was still like really cool to tie it together. It's gonna be epic. Check it out. Saban. Stay tuned. Only on Nick.
All right, fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right.
Hey guys,
Hey.
my name is Max, and I'm, in my opinion, this has been one of the greatest seasons we got since Saban bought back the rights and everything. My question is, if you guys got to team up with any Ranger team or Ranger, who would it be?
Time Force and Mighty Morphin.
The Mighty Morphin. Or just the Lord. Maybe it's Beauty too. I don't know, I can't decide. Never mind.
Dare I say Ninja Steel?
Just a couple seconds.
All right.
That's it.
Hello there.
Hi, my name is John Hill from the Armored Rangers.
What's up?
That's a dope costume.
Yeah, thank you.
I like the color.
So my question, I like behind the scenes stuff. What is your most embarrassing moment on set?
That's a long-winded question.
For me personally, it was when I first filmed my opening sequence. I don't know if you can tell in the opening. I was incredibly nervous, my first, professional gig, and they're like, all right, so now look at the camera and smile. And I was like, what? What do you mean? So I had to shoot it over and over again. There's this, camera on a track rolling towards my face, like, turn your head clear, smile. And I'm like, and then I start vomiting, and they have to fix my makeup, and I'm like, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm like, it's so complicated. It got better from there.
mine's in an episode yet to come, so I can't really talk about it, unfortunately. Sorry. Tweet me about it.
Stay tuned.
Will they know it when they see it?
Probably. There are a lot of moments that they'll know when they see it. But I think a lot of the best moments that were behind the scenes were the days where we were super tired in the Dino Cafe and there was food involved and it always ended up getting thrown.
It always ended up in somebody's face.
And you know, we just went from mature adults to straight up third graders.
Lack of sleep will do that too.
Yeah, and we just play with each other and have so much fun.
And I hate to keep throwing Camille under the bus. Honestly, it was awesome.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your question. Unfortunately, we only have time for one more question. I know, but don't worry, we have some really cool stuff coming up after this. It's not the end. We have some cool surprises, so trust me, it's going to be rad.
So much pressure on things.
Yeah, you gotta be good. Better be good.
First off, I want to say, hi guys. I go by Red, the color red, which is easy to remember.
It's not red.
But anyway, it's definitely one of my most favorite seasons ever. Really just great acting, great episodes I really love. But first off, this is for all of you, just because. Also, last question. So, what was probably the most hardest thing, or your least favorite episode or scene to film? The hardest thing?
The last
one. They didn't want to let go of each other.
Yeah. Emotion.
It's like any hard stunt or like falling or something like that you guys had to do that you didn't really want to do.
Just the entire show, was pretty tough. I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, like, we really pushed our limits. You know, we got there a month early. We grew this amazing stunt team from Japan. They've been working on the show for a really long time, and so they really kind of taught us how to push our limits and get out of the comfort zone. That was like the constant challenge, even if we were really tired and would rather sleep until 10. So getting up early to make something that we really wanted to be great, and that was like a challenge. It's like consistently doing it. And I think I commend everybody, because everybody had a great attitude. We got it done, and I think that we made a really good product too.
Physically, the seconds were just as hard, if not harder than we did. Definitely.
In the Prince episode, I don't remember that one, but yeah, so when I first come out in the Prince costume, we ended up cutting it out of the episode. I go backflip and then I run to meet everyone, and I injured my ankle like the week before, so doing the backflip over and over, like I was trying to do it, to land it, and Yoshi's like, tell me the right case, like one more in each time, so I was getting lower and lower and lower, but didn't think in the episode that was physically probably the most difficult.
How many did you do?
I don't know, enough.
I think for me it was just sometimes you'd be up super early and it was cold and my costume doesn't really have much room for warmth. Yeah, like this is like sleeveless and short shorts.
Well, you were a caveman, so.
Yeah, and the hardest thing is like I had sandals and whenever you like step anywhere, just like it would be wet and that was like the hardest thing for me. But
Awesome, thank you so much.
Great question.
Now, really quickly guys, really quickly folks, obviously you guys are a very important part of the Power Rangers fandom. They couldn't do this without you guys, but because it fits so many people at the Pasadena Convention Center, there's Power Rangers fans all over the world that are actually watching this right now, so we wanted to do them a solid and take one quick question for the people watching on Facebook Live right now.
Hey guys, I'm representing the Facebook Live audience.
They're controlling his actions.
Yes. So they just wanted to know if you could sum up your time filming the past 2 seasons, you know, how would you do it?
Dobby, start us off.
Life-changing, absolutely. And I think it was just like a completely different universe inside and out. I mean, both in terms of Rangers and in terms of being in New Zealand and in terms of being with this cast. And with the crew, like it was like, looking back, it was kind of like you're in this crazy dream and then you're just like, and you're back. So I think summing it up, it was just like this surreal kind of just blessing, honestly.
That pretty much sums it up.
I still want to say goodbye.
like you're sleeping and you wake up and like, oh, I'm gonna dream I was a Power Ranger. But it's real. It's like
Some way or another.
Yeah.
Hey, it's
Awesome. Well, thank you, fans at home, for asking that delightful question. I feel the contents of my heart have been thoroughly ignored. So, thank you again to all the fans. Thank you to the cast for being here today. But before we officially close our panel, we have a few more surprises for you, as I mentioned. So, let's take a look at some of these scenes from upcoming episodes of Power Rangers Dino Charge, which airs on Nickelodeon starting August 20th, Saturdays at noon.
Coming soon, when a dangerous energy resurfaces, the dark energy formed from pure evil. The Rangers will call on new allies. I am a Silver Ranger. And new swords. They've uncovered the Time Tidal Sword to take on an ancient evil. You don't know what I'm capable of. Dino Charge Rangers Power Rangers Dino Supercharge. Brand new episodes return Saturday, August 20th.
Fight to protect the Energems. If you have brunch plans on the 20th, cancel them right now. You have new plans on the 20th. Now, guys, before we let you go, we have one last special sneak peek for you. We wanted to give you a first look at Power Rangers Ninja Steel. Which will debut in January 2017 on Nickelodeon, so let's take a look.
Ninja Steel. The universe's most popular show is broadcast throughout the galaxy, and the reigning champion, Galvanax, is sending his best warrior contestants to Earth to steal the mythical ninja power stars so he can rule the universe. Now, a new team of heroes is formed to protect the power stars from falling under his control. Equipped with new ninja powers, dynamic weapons, and towering megazords made from legendary ninja steel, the Power Rangers fight an epic battle to save the galaxy. Face your enemy. Find your power. Let the games begin. Power Rangers Ninja Steel.
How awesome does that look, you guys? How good does that look? All right. Now, guys, I want to do something very special for all of you since you're here with us at Morphicon right now, because we have the opportunity for the first time to meet the cast. Season of Power Rangers Ninja Steel. But before we do that, once you're a Power Ranger, you're always a Power Ranger. Once you are a Power Ranger, you're part of the Power Rangers family. So I'm going to ask the cast of Dino Supercharge, the current family members, to help introduce the new family members that will be joining us in Power Rangers Ninja Steel. So I've got some envelopes. It's going to be kind of like the Oscars, but way cooler. So, Brennan.
All right. So I'm assuming I'm reading the Red Ranger.
Hopefully you pronounce it right.
All right. Will Schufelt as Brody the Red Ranger.
All right, we have Chance Simpson as Calvin the Yellow Ranger. Give it up.
We have Zoe Robbins as
Haley the White Ranger.
What's going on, Yoshi? What's going on?
All right, this is nice. All the glory to you. Come on, be there.
How's that for a surprise, you guys? Power Rangers Ninja Steel! Awesome, guys. Thank you again to everyone for coming today. Thank you so much, Morphin, for being here. I really appreciate it. Make sure you watch Dino Charge new episodes August 20th on Nickelodeon. Power Rangers Ninja Steel coming 2017 on Nickelodeon. Guys, this is the kind of thing that can only happen here at Morphicon.